Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy, and I have a horn growing out of my head today. It is Monday, December 16th. We are 9 days away from Christmas. Yikes, how did that happen? It has been a long time. I'm sorry I missed last week. There were just things I needed to take care of, and honestly, last week I kind of took as just a personal time for me a little bit week. I was feeling a little exhausted, and I got some background stuff done, but I didn't get any blog posts done. Kind of playing catch up. I still have a couple things that I need to catch up on, but I just needed a little bit of a break. And if you can hear, and I'll apologize now, I've got an awful cough again, or still, it's worse again now. So we'll work our way through. I have two projects to share with you tonight. Since Christmas is only 9 days away, I decided let's get some stocking stuffers taken care of. First one is I'm going to show you a quick little project that's just kind of fun. The second one, I'm going to show you when you find something that you want to do as a gift, how do you make a box for it? And so this is just a little thing I picked up at Dollar Tree. I thought was just a fun little add-in. And so we're going to make a little box for that. I haven't actually made, I kind of drew it out to start with. So hopefully it all works. What have you been up to? Let's see, since last week, it was 2 weeks ago that I did live from Santa's Workshop, which was a blast. Thank you to all of those who came and took kits in the mail. I finally got everything all done. All the tutorials are done and out. Whew. Okay, so hopefully everybody has your little projects done or almost done. Hopefully the pictures were well enough that you could assemble some of the things, because I had everything all scored and cut for you already. We went to a little, and I think I talked about it last time, we went to a little local kind of bar that is a glass blowing studio inside the bar. And we had reservations for Friday, would have been like the 8th or 9th. We went over and you got to sit and watch them make an ornament for you. And I would pull it off the tree, but I am so afraid of dropping and breaking it. I do have it posted on my Peggy Merwin Facebook page, or Facebook person, whatever. So you can see it there. I did repost it today because I was told I did not post the picture of the finished product. Okay, gift card mailed. It will be tomorrow. I am getting caught up, and I'm trying to do, if Santa would like to give you a gift card, just let me know, because I will get it out in the mail to you, and Annie, I promise I will take care of and make it extra special for you. This last weekend was just kind of catch up around the house. A little extra Christmas shopping because I thought I had things taken care of that I didn't. And then we went and saw my daughter's, silk performance, Christmas silks. It was Elf, and my grandson, her youngest, was Buddy the Elf. So that was very cute to be able to see that. Okay, don't forget to like, share, comment, tag people, especially tonight with stocking stuffers. Get those people, pull your stuff out. You've got little treats and things. Let's take care of this. Okay, because we weren't here last week. And again, I decided we aren't going to do a sketch challenge for this month. I'm a little crazed around here, and I can imagine that all of you are also. Okay, so I have 4 prizes from the last couple weeks, and they are all the faux glass dots in kind of the fall-ish colors. And the winners of this are Glenda Williamson, Linda Vanderspool, Elizabeth Merkel, and Nancy Sears. So I will be catching up on mail this week, getting everything out, getting my counter cleared off here. So watch for these coming. Okay, and I forgot to get it up over here on my computer. I'm kind of moving things. I've got just a disaster because it's been 2 weeks. I just can't remember everything. Thank you, Roseanne. My mantle, my nativity set, my husband carved all those pieces, and I got 2 new pieces this year with another wise man. So I have 3 wise men now, and I have 2 camels. I also, let's see, I guess I had 2 camels. I got the sheep this year. So that's fun to be able to do. All right, let me get things up here so that I can kind of watch, because you guys are doing great. I'm seeing comments coming through a little bit, and I will, after dinner, I will come back and comment on all of them. And of course, I have my little gnomes across there. I have an Advent calendar that was gifted to me, and I got a really cute gnome out of there too. So I've had two adorable gnomes, and then a bunch of little snowmen and Santas, and it's just awesome. He is very talented. He is. Okay, so trying to think through. Last chance list is still there. There are some fabulous deals out there on some of the things. Some things are regular price, but they will be leaving. And then some things are up to, I think it's 40% off on some of the things. One of the things we're using tonight is Christmas Friends, and that is on the last chance list. And I can't remember if that one is discounted or not. Okay, so the first project that we're going to make, and some of you at Santa's Workshop made this with us. Okay, and I'm getting the little pieces all out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flip you down so that you can see what we're doing. Okay, let's get this turned down. Let's get you pulled forward. Okay, coming back up, so we're going to jiggle a little. All right. And let's see how well, you can see too many things right now. Goodness gracious. Hi, Teresa. Okay. Priceless to have a homemade nativity set. It sure is. I actually have another one that we haven't gotten out in years that my mom made for me. Many years. It's a ceramic one, and it is beautiful, but it hasn't been out since Tony made this one. So I don't know. I may get it out one of these years and put it upstairs. Okay. I'm kind of moving things out of the way. You're seeing so many things. Okay. This is, I didn't even get printed off. This is December's host code. Come after the new year, I will be talking a little bit about changes that are coming to Stampin' Up. I really haven't talked about them. I know other demonstrators have. I figure until we're actually there, but host codes will be going away sometime over probably the next 6 months or so. But there'll be another rewards program for customers, and it's awesome. Okay, and I'm going to show you. We're going to make a little candy cane seeds box, and you pop it open, and inside are some Naughty or Nice, and these are nice, little candy cane flavored Tic Tacs. So how cute to just pop that on a desk or pop that in a stocking, right? This time I decided to not do it with the little candy canes on it because not everybody has the Snowy Wonder stamp set, okay? That's what I used there. This time we are going to use the peppermint, the little red and white peppermints, okay? All right, so we started, so you can get two of these out of one sheet of cardstock. We started with a 4 1/8 by 8 1/8. 4 1/8 by 8 1/8, okay? And I'm going to go grab something quick. Okay, I do have a tutorial for this that I will post, okay? And it shows what your little pieces are. It gives you all the measurements, all that fun stuff. Okay, and that's where I needed to get it because I needed to get the measurements. And I forgot my score tool. All right, so with the 4 1/8 at a top, hi, Miss Donna, you are going to line up at, and let's see if I can get this, whoops, get my finger out of the way. If I can get this down a little closer. There. Okay, I'm going to line it up at 3/8 of an inch. And then I'm going to score it. And then I find it easier to do those little ones on this left side. Then I'm going to flip it over so that I can use the measurements over here. And then I'm going to go to 1 1/8. And I'm going to score it. And then I'm going to slide it over to 3 inches and score the whole thing. And then slide it over to 3 3/4, which gives me 3/8 of an inch on this side. Okay, so then I'm going to score that. Okay, then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to score it so that the 8 1/8 is at the top. And I'm going to score it at 1 7/8. Okay, and then we're going to slide it over to 2 5/8, and we're going to score that. And then we're going to slide it over to 5 1/2 and score that. And then we're going to open up my little ruler, because remember, I do my ruler at the bottom instead of the top. And then I'm going to slide it over to 6 1/4 and score it. There's, excuse me, there's all my score lines. Okay. So then, and I'm going to bring this in here, we need to cut off the excess. Sorry. Okay, so to do that, let's see, the bottom, we are going to, and I got to get myself right here. Yes. The bottom, we're going to cut off this whole part right here, and we're going to go all the way, hot diggity, all the way up to the second score line. Okay, and as you can see, that's right here. Then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So we're going to pass this first score line. We're going to go all the way up to the second one, and we're going to cut that off. Those are garbage. Okay, now we're going to come up here on the top, and we're going to do the same thing. All we're keeping are these sides on the middle section. Okay, so I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go up to that score line, and I'm going to cut that off. And then I'm going to come up here, and we're going to go right up there. Okay, so now I have what this is, okay? And I can't remember if these are both. Yep, they are the same size. Okay, we're going to fold it on all the score lines. Okay, and when I'm doing, I like to get rid of a little bit of the bulk. So we are going to take these corners off on the little 3/8 inch section. Okay, all right. Then I have 2 pieces of designer paper. And I want my stripes to be going the same way. And where did I put? Right there. Okay. We're going to go ahead and adhere this on to one end of it. Nope, wrong way. Well, hi, Miss Lori. All right. We're going to put that one there. And we're going to call that one the bottom. This one is a little bit smaller. Again, we want to make sure our stripes are going the right way. But before we adhere that down, we want to cut these corners. That's for the front of our box. Okay? So we're just going to snip that corner at an angle. Easiest way to get them to line up is to take that piece, set it right on there, and cut it off. If you have fingers that don't want to move like that, put a little adhesive on it and you can stick it right onto there. Okay. Then, again, making sure that my stripes are going the same way, I'm going to hold the designer paper up even with the edges, sides and top, and then cut that off. And then I'm going to scoot it over to the opposite side and do it again. This will give me a border that matches, okay? All right, believe it or not, we're almost done. Okay, so those get adhered right on there. Then we fold on the score lines, and we fold this in, get that out of the way. Okay, we're going to put some adhesive kind of right on the edges here. And I'm going to use the green glue because I can get it on thinly. Okay, so again, and I just let my computer go crazy. There we go. Okay. All right, we're going to put some glue on there. And then we're going to fold it up and adhere it onto the one side. Hold it for a second or two. And then I found it made it a little bit easier to tuck this one in and then slip my Tic Tacs in there so that there's something to kind of be able to push against a little bit. Look at how fast and easy that is. How adorable. Okay, now, and where did I put them? Velcro dots. I love these things. I get these from Amazon. They are the mini ones. They're 3/8 of an inch. They're flat, so they're not bulky. Okay. And then we're going to, hi Becky, we're going to attach the Velcro up on the top, peel the backing off so I have both pieces together. I find that works the easiest for me. And then just line everything up and press it down. Again, with the candy, the Tic Tacs in there, you have something to be able to push against. Okay? And so there is my little box. Now, candy cane seeds. We don't have a stamp that says that. So what I did, I went into Word and I created a whole sheet of candy cane seeds in red ink. I just picked a font that was fun. And then I took and I die cut it with my Stylish Shapes dies. Okay. So now I got to find my dimensionals because of course we're going to attach this with dimensionals and I don't want it to wobble. So I am putting 3 dimensionals on mine. And it's just going to go right on there. And then, like I said, we're going to use the little peppermints this time. And so we can put one there and one there. And how about one more right there? And look at how quick and easy and how adorable. It's inexpensive. Again, 2 sheets. And this is really scraps of designer paper. Okay. And you have done, and I'm trying to see what Cheryl said. Yep, that's exactly. I mean, when you can't find what you want, put it on your computer and do it. Okay, so there's one project. Now, the second project, and I don't have any directions for it. Okay, so I'm going to pull my paper trimmer in here. And we're starting with a little left, center, right card game or dice game that I found at Dollar Tree. Lots of people have, but how fun just to have. I know I have one, Sharon, who carries a set in her purse. So wherever she is, she can pull it out and be able to play. Keep people occupied. Keep the grandkids occupied. Okay. But how do you know how big of a box you need? Okay. So what I did is I started with a piece of just scrap paper. And I measured across the game, and it's 3 inches. Well, I wanted a little bit bigger, so I said 4 1/4 or 3 1/4. And then it's 4 inches, so I need it a little bit bigger. But because of the size of my paper, I couldn't go a full 1/4 of an inch. So I decided on 4 1/8, and then I measure up this way, and it needs to be at least 3/4. Well, no, this one's taller yet. Okay. So it needs to be at least 1 inch tall. I decided to go with 1 1/8, so there's a little bit of room. So what do? I write down 3 1/4 plus 1 1/8. On this box, I want it to be a little sturdy, so I want a 1 inch edge that I can tuck inside to make this box a little sturdier. Plus another 3 1/4, plus another inch for wraparound. So my piece of cardstock has to be 10 3/4 inches long. And then my 4 1/8 And I need 1.125 here and 1 inch to tuck in. So my piece needs to be 8 3/8 by 10 3/4. And I know that sounds confusing, but it works every time. Okay, so again, I cut my cardstock, so it is 8 3/8 by 10 3/4. Okay, I'm going to start with the 8 3/8 at the top. I'm going to slide my cutting blade out of the way. Okay, my first tuck-in piece is at 1 inch. So we're going to line it up at 1 inch and we're going to score it. Then we're going to slide it over to 2 1/8 because I want this section to be 1 1/8 inches. Okay, so we're going to score it there. My box needs to be 4 1/8 wide. So 6 1/8 and 4 1/8 is 6 1/4. So again, I got to get my thing out. See, and you didn't think you'd need math, right? But this is easy math. Okay, so we're lining it up at 6 1/4, and you're going to score it. And then we need another 1 1/8. So we're going to slide it to 7 3/8 and score it. And that leaves you with 1 inch. Okay, now we're going to turn it. And with the 10 3/4 at the top, we're going to score it at 1 inch. And then slide it over to 2 1/8 and score it. And then we're going to slide it over to 5 3/8. That gives us 3 1/4 here in the center and score it. And then slide it over to 6 1/2. That gives us the 1 1/8 center. And then slide it over. We're going to get 3 1/4 again. So this time we're going clear over to 9 3/4 and score it. And that leaves us with 1 inch for the lid. Okay, clear as a bell. All right, so now we have to do some cutting. And I need to grab. Okay, so this is the front of my box. And so I'm going to cut a little angle right there. And then I'm going to go, yeah, I want that there. We're going to go up there. And then we're going to go at a little angle here. And then we're going to do this. Hi, Miss Eve. Okay, so we have the first corner out. Now we're going to repeat that over on this side. And this 1 inch part that's getting tucked in, I cut that at a little angle so that it will fit right down inside. As I'm folding things, there won't be a bunch of bulk there. Okay, and so again, we're going to cut those at a little angle. Okay, so we have the first side done. Flip it around. Now on this side, this is going to be the top lid that tucks in. And so here, we're just going to take out, but we're going to leave the edges all straight for now. I might change my mind on one of them. Okay, so we're cutting right on the score line to get those out of there. And now we're going to come in on the side, and we're going to cut in, and we're going to cut in, and we're going to take this first score out so that all we have is that kind of center small one. And again, I cut that at an angle. This is what helps us form the box. Okay, so we're going to cut up. We're going to cut up. We're going to cut that section out. And then we're going to angle those. Okay, we are ready, I believe, to assemble our box. Okay, so here, and I'm just looking, going, I didn't do that quite right. We have another section to cut off. We have to cut this section right here off. This is what's the lid. Okay. So I'm going to lay this down so that it will appear in the video so that you can get a visual of where it needs to be cut. Okay? And, yep. Okay, now we're going to fold it on all the score lines. Get your bone folder out and make sure your creases are nice and crisp. Okay, this with the doubles, that's the front. That's the base of our box. Okay, so we're going to put adhesive on these short little tabs. And just pull it up and adhere. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing with these little tabs. We're going to adhere them here. And those little tabs are going to be covered up by these foldovers. Okay, and I find it easiest to just kind of bend those out of the way right now while you're working with all of it. So just slide that up, hold it in place. And then the other side, and I know my fingers are all over in the way. Okay. Oops. I'm trying to check here. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to fold those inside to sturdy up our box. Okay. And so make sure we get adhesive on there and fold it down. Use your bone folder to make sure that it is stuck down really, really well so it doesn't pop loose. I like to do the two sides over the tabs. Well, I guess I have them on tabs on both spots. Okay, fold that one down. And then get your bone folder in there. Adhere it down really well. And then the front. Okay, then that gets tucked in there. Whoop. Okay, now look at that. It fits right in there. Put some little paper shreds in there. You could throw a gift card in there along with it, so it's kind of a double present. How fun. Okay, now these are going to tuck inside here. But like I said before, it always tucks in easier when these are cut at an angle a little bit. And I couldn't remember on these if I should or not. Well, thank you, Roseanne, but it really is easy. Everybody gets intimidated by the boxes, but it's really just folding things, adhering the little corners, and boom. Okay, so now that goes back in there. That tucks in. Look at how cute. If you wanted, you could put that over the front and add some Velcro so that it kind of closes it that way. All right, so then I told you we're going to use my fun little Christmas friends, okay? But, and what was I just going to show you? The designer paper that I'm using, and I think this is just so fun, and it is one of the pieces from a little bit Festive designer paper. It has all of the die cuts that you can do so many things with, okay? That's what I used for the paper, and then you could use the die cuts. But I also wanted a layer of white to just kind of, because you know me, I need a little bit for the designer paper to be on. Okay, so we're going to add our glue and adhere it to the basic white. Look at that. We're at about a half an hour, and we're making 2 projects. There you go. Go grab your cardstock, run to Dollar Tree, find some fun little things. The moose is just so much fun. I've done so much of him in red and greens, and then I saw one in the blues, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to use that. So again, that's Christmas Friends. There is a die set to go with it. Okay, I'm going to pull this back up so that I can Really squish that down good. And then, of course, we need dimensionals. And he gets lots of little dimensionals. Okay, so there's there, and we need there. And then we're going to pull some partials so that his little antlers don't get lost or ripped off. Okay. And we're going to put that kind of right in the middle. And then out of the same stamp set is Happy Holidays, but we're going to shorten it up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to take my paper snips and I'm going to cut that a little closer. And I'm going to cut a little bit more off the bottom. So it's just a scrap piece. I started by cutting it on my paper trimmer, but then it's like, nope, I want it a little bit closer than that. Okay, and then I'm going to cut these apart because we're going to adhere them on like that. All right, so let's get our glue because we're going to do these down flat. Okay, and so we're going to put some green glue on there. And let's try to get it straight. That's what I love about the ginghams. Oh my goodness, you guys, wait till you see, and I think it's online exclusives. I don't think it's mini catalog, but it might be. There is a new plaid paper coming out that is awesome. It's going to be great for spring. Love it. Okay, so there's Happy Holidays. Okay, and then to embellish it, I pulled in, let's see, the iridescent pearls, and I colored it with the dark Night of Navy Stampin' Blend. So then we're just going to add, let's put one there, let's put one there, and let's put one more, yeah, how about right there? Okay, and look at how quick and easy, and I just might go ahead and stick, in fact, I have them here. I think I'm going to add 2 of the little Velcros. So I got to cut them apart. And then we're going to peel that, and we're going to put one on that side. And then, okay, we're going to put one on that side. Thanks. So yeah, this one is a brand new one. I haven't made this before, but I came across that I had bought some of these little games, and I thought they would be perfect as little gifties. Look at how cute that is. Okay, like I said, a little bit of paper shred in there, and you are all set. So there you go. You have 2 fast and easy projects to be able to whip up with no time at all. It would be fun to add a little DSP on the sides. I don't know if I would all the way around here, but I definitely think I will there, just to kind of help finish it off a little bit. But how cute is that? Okay. I will try to put the measurements for that on the blog post when I do that tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow's blog post and in the YouTube video also, assuming I can get to it tonight, because I am trying to be very strict with myself and make myself go to bed no later than 11 o'clock. But preferably 10:30. So we'll see what I get done. Okay. So for now, you guys have a great week. Get lots done this week. Enjoy some time. And I will be back next Monday, the 23rd, with just kind of some final closeout before Christmas. Okay. Everybody have a wonderful week. See you next week. Bye-bye.